This is Ask Brock. I'm Brock Yorty, and this is Ask Brock 150th episode. 150 weeks ago would have been the beginning of April 2019, and man, have we as a country, as a world civilization, gone through a lot in those 150 weeks. And on Ask Brock, we have discussed questions from leadership to should I stay in the industry, should I enter the industry, safety, drilling fundamentals, advanced drilling methods, solids control. Keep the questions coming. Email me questions@askbrock.com and we can keep this going. And this week's question is very special to me. It comes from Dave Bowers, great friend, mentor. We train together, we podcast together, and he is the trainer at the 150, see how we did that there, apprenticeship program in Wilmington, Illinois for the Operators Union for the Chicagoland and East and West. His question, Brock, how do we convince the industry to create more relevant training that is more widely available? It's an excellent question, and it's not Dave, it's not you or I that can convince the industry. We as an industry need to question what we want to see as training. This winter and coming into early spring now, I've had the opportunity to teach at Wyoming groundwater, Maryland, Delaware, Michigan. And the great thing is, as I was approached, they said, what would you like to teach? And yeah, we have CEUs out there, and you have to go through a little bit more work when you're creating a new CEU and for approval. And I said, I want to teach applying field methods to engineered specifications, our tribal knowledge and how that applies to engineering of a project. And then I said, I want to teach hiring, training, recruiting the next generation of driller, or Generation Z. And finally, I said, I want to talk about leadership in the field, behavioral psychology, and how we get our people to make good choices and we work better as an industry. And every time those great folks at those different groundwater associations said, yeah, let's talk about that. We'd be really excited to hear something new. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take trainers, presenters, manufacturers, building new presentations, throwing out that gray-haired overcoat concept of what a PowerPoint presentation is, and getting right into it. What is going to make our industry better? What is going to help us with best practices and new methods and innovations in business and safety? And you know what? In these PowerPoint presentations or these trainings, we don't have to agree. Matter of fact, that's the best part. We throw out this concept of old school, high school PowerPoint, and we go to this idea that it's a roundtable discussion, and sometimes we need to have that discussion right then and there that I disagree that this is the best method or best practice, because that's how we can make choices to become a better industry. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take people who want to learn asking for more than just the standard stuff that we see at an association show. And I know we can do that. And going to more available training, there's plenty of access out there for online, but hands-on, let's face it, we got Jim Smith up at Sanford Fleming doing the Drilling Resources School with the rest of his colleagues, and that's a big deal because we're not training young drillers, and we have a poor training program for drillers in the field, and it's something that we have to work at, and we have to figure out how to hit the inner cities and inspire this next generation. And Dave, you taught me this, that as trainers we need to be skip, share knowledge and inspire people, and I couldn't agree more. So I didn't really directly get into how we make better, relevant, and available trainings, other than good trainers have to be available and have to be willing to go where people want to learn. And from the relevancy, it's up to us to become more relevant. If it's using new tools with the PowerPoint, or if it's having more hands-on. And you do a great job with the presentation you did with fall protection at NGWA. And we have a choice. Do we continue to present the same mud school or the same pump school, or do we push the envelope and teach something engaging, fun, that shares knowledge and inspires people? Excellent question, Dave. Thanks, everybody. 150 episodes. It's pretty cool. Cheers.